So there's a December 8th update, prepare for season 1. This is a little bit earlier. This is the update that we would have had, and then the season would have dropped on December 10th. Obviously, it's been pushed out a week to the 16th, but we're still going to get the update. It doesn't specify how big the update is, but there's a lot of different details in there, and I have timestamps and the little bar on the bottom with the details. So if you just want to skip to a different section, you're more than welcome to for your convenience. If you enjoy the video, learn something new, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you want to find your way back, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Also, quick reminder, only a few hours left for my Gfuel discount, 30% off, code JGOD, or the link down in the description. I think it's midnight today on the 7th. Says that the Cold War and Warzone on the December 16th incoming Black Ops Cold War update will include several quality of life improvements, stability and bug fixes, game mode updates, score streak adjustments, and a lot of that information is on Trello, which gets updated pretty much in real time. A couple days ago, I did a video about how to get unlimited juggernauts. Within an hour of my video being posted, boom, to Trello, it said that they're aware of the issue and now they're going to fix it. Even though people tweeted about it, people messaged about it, sometimes just getting that awareness out there, then they're able to address it as quick as possible. So I would expect this to also remove the Juggernaut from Warzone if you feel that's an issue, which personally, it's been an issue for a couple months now. First major in-game update in the lead up to Season 1. You can expect additional gameplay improvements, bug fixes, and more in the next major update on the 15th. So this is going to be an update that does a bunch of stuff, and it looks like we'll get another update on the 15th. And then it'll be on the 16th for Warzone. So they're going to be a day apart. So we'll have split launches. So good for us content creators. So we get enough time to do a little bit of everything. And Zombies update will also add a new Season 1 intel to Die Machine and Onslaught, which is the PS4 exclusive or PS5 PlayStation exclusive. There are free bundles available on December 8th, which is tomorrow or midnight tonight, I guess, depending on where you live. Thanks to everyone with patience, final preparations. We're gifting free personalized items to Cold War in the preseason offer. Simply log in between 10 a.m. all the way up to the Season 1, and you'll be able to claim those. They'll probably just be in the store. And then they have the 2 bundles that we kind of talked about in the last update video, where they kind of said what they were going to have, but it's not very specific. It says assault rifle. It doesn't say alpha, beta, or whatever. Motherland Mosh Pit, which is a 2 XP double weapon XP weekend, is incoming. As part of an update, we're introducing new Motherland Mosh Pit. It'll have TDM, Dom, Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint on Moscow and Crossroads Strike. So these will be the smaller map. And then there's Hardcore Motherland, which will be available in the quick play feature in Hardcore, TDM, Domination, Kill Confirmed. Jump in starting tomorrow. No worries, Nuketown fans. Nuketown will be back and available in core and hardcore playlist. And as part of the 24 playlist will return with a twist. And that's just going to be the holiday theme. They've already kind of leaked some of that stuff where it's all snowy with Christmas decorations or holiday decorations. We're also bringing an extended double XP, weapon XP for everybody this Saturday, the 12th, until the start of Season 1. So we're going to have like a 5-day span there, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. We're going to be able to rank up if you're behind, if you want to get that Prestige 3 token, or you want to maximize those weapons before Warzone drops and all those 30 weapons are going to be integrated. There's going to be a brand new weapon that we'll probably have to level as well. Well, hopefully that's a good weapon, but we'll see. So what to expect in this update once it goes live at approximately 11 p.m. Pacific time tonight on December 7th. And obviously that'll be December 8th at 2 a.m. Eastern in the middle of the night. So if you're waking up to it, expect some kind of update if you don't have auto updates on. So there's a bunch of stability fixes for next gen consoles, stability improvements, progression, address issues where it could display inaccurate in the menus, address Prestige 1 icon could display in place of the commander rank icon in the after action report, some basic quality of life stuff, which this is what a lot of this is. It just makes the user experience better as you're playing the game. The Motherland Mosh Pit will be available, and this is available December 8th through the launch of Season 1. So we're going to have that for about a week. Camos, address an issue where the master camos were not progressing properly for some players, and this is mostly most players in multiplayer that have completed all the challenges. It wasn't tracking in particular if you did the thumper and the knife. They weren't giving you that special camo unlocked, even though it was working properly within Zombies. Reduce the number of kills without dying from 2 down to 3. That was a little excessive. I know people grinded it out, very frustrated. So this is for the launchers and the thumper. And then as far as game modes, they adjusted some spawns, resolved some other issues. Related to that, mostly that's just quality live. Hey, we fixed the maps the way they should work. Adjusted spawns, travel time to objective. So just manipulating spawns to make it so the engagements are a little bit faster. Because some of these maps can feel very slow depending on where it spawns you, especially depending on where your team's at. You should spawn up a little bit closer to mid so you can get into those engagements without necessarily being spawn shot. Obviously, they got to balance that out. So Dirty Bomb, they reduce the spawn protection time to reduce frequency of protection nullifying explosives for the War Machine extended periods of time. So that got balanced out a little bit. We addressed an issue where players could collide with redeploying from a squad wipe. Addressed an issue where players could land on each other and die if they waited until they were auto-deploy. Addressed an issue where players would get stuck by mantling in certain spots on Alpine. Containers could spawn inside objects. Score streaks reduce the spawn rates. This is something I actually mentioned on Twitter, and Matt Scrantz actually replied saying, hey, we're working on it. So it's good they've addressed that, because obviously since that's one of the ideal ways to level up, it was very annoying playing the mode and having to deal with this within the first seconds of landing. Somebody got a chopper gun or a gunship. Address issues with the cruise missile HUD. Vehicles address an issue where the Hind could exit the playable space in Alpine and it wouldn't auto explode. Address HUD issues, party invites, and fire team Dirty Bomb. Combined arms adjusted the interact radius on mounted turrets to be easier to get into. Instead of just removing them, which would be the logical decision in my opinion, they kept them in there and they made them easier to use. I'm not really a fan of that when it comes to the combined arms turrets. They should just be removed. Let's make a first-person shooter about first-person shooting. But that's my personal opinion. Added options and custom game score streaks, settings for score, reset on death. There's added some custom game stuff, round-based modes. That's S&D and the VIP mode. Complete kick for an activity where spectating if you went on for a very long time. Weapons. This is where I'm surprised they didn't do more with the weapons, especially since it was leaked that the M16 and the AUG would receive some kind of nerf. But here it goes. We got visuals. Added some polish to the visual kick when hip firing weapons. So that's just visual. Address an animation issue with the shotgun, where you're finding the last shot while aiming down sights. Launcher address an issue where launchers could lock onto stationary turrets and combined arms, which is kind of weird. Like, again, turret shouldn't be in the game, but it is what it is. Address an issue that could prevent thermal scopes from showing a thermal overlay when riding a vehicle. All right. Just a good fix there. Score streak, care packages, explosions will no longer kill hardcore teammates. Address an issue that could cause care packages to go through a roof and checkmate. Well, it would be like it could not go through the roof, maybe. I don't know. Because obviously that map is terrible for aerial streaks. Combat bow, address an issue where the tactical mask icon would incorrectly display when damaging enemies with crossbows instead of flak jacket, right? Address an issue where the damaging a cruise missile would not display a hit marker. Address an issue with the VTOL camera when it would be destroyed from going out of bounds. Chopper Gunner now follows its correct shorter path on Crossroads Strike instead of its wider path from combined arms. So just quality fix there. Maps. Parachutes can now be activated where applicable in all modes in Crossroad. Oh, maybe if you're jumping from a cliff or something like that. Maybe that's part of it. Added a 6v6 intermission camera on Crossroad Strike instead of the just different pan out view. Parachutes can now be activated where applicable on Armada. Address an issue where one of the explosives would never detonate in Garrison. Field trophy can now be destroyed in another trophy. Address an issue with trophy system. Would not destroy incoming projectiles. That's bad. Address an issue where shooting your own trophy could show enemy infantry hit markers. That is very weird. Assault pack can now be destroyed if an enemy uses it. That's one of the weird things in this one is obviously you can go back to your assault pack multiple times. A little bit different than BO4's little crash pack. This one, if an enemy grabs it, they were just able to grab it and they can pick up the assault ammo, but now it'll automatically destroy it. Address an issue where the player could earn double score events to field mics. Those could be exploitable, I guess. Added a new helicopter aiming mode option. Addressed in issues where the camera could clip through the player's head when switching driver. Other quality of life stuff. Stability fix. Finishing move cleanup. Finishing moves on enemy while down would not count towards stone operator challenge. This is good that this one got fixed, because in Dirty Bomb, that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Yeah, you have your knife as your secondary, you down a player, you come up to them, you swap, and then you execute them while they're on the ground. They were not counting when they were down, so now it'll allow to do that. Same thing if you were in VIP, it would not work. Once the player was down, you could not do that, or you could do it, but it just would not count as towards the progress on the challenge. So hopefully that applies to the knife challenge as well. Added voiceover for first-person gestures. Address the issues with mouse and keyboard, especially with theater. Audio address issue where characters exert audio for a weapon melee could be delayed. Address an issue where players were not immediately killed when being downed while in the water. So they're just kind of floating around. That's kind of weird. General progress. This one I was trying to do yesterday. This is the one where you need C4, the other explosive or sentry gun. So should be able to knock out that challenge pretty easy. It should cause incorrect mastery camo progression. So you would unlock mastery camo when you've only done certain camos and not all of them. You need to do all 29 now, it looks like. Address an issue with the incorrect prestige icon would be in zombies. Address an issue where sometimes cause player primary weapon camo to appear on a knife equipped as a secondary. All right, I don't think that's a problem, but that works, I guess. Combat record, address an issue where the incorrect engagement range data from some weapons for zombies. Killing blows now register properly for zombies in the combat record. Elite eliminations now register properly zombies in the combat record. Address an issue with text overlapping. Extended outside the panel of the intel menus. Address issues, 3D. All right, die machine stability fixes. Maybe people can go high rounds. People have gone over 400 rounds in zombies. So maybe there's some stability fixes there that allow people to push that past that record, which I think is 451 rounds, which is absolutely insane. It took them like 23 hours over multiple days or something like that. Add a new season 1 intel to discover in Die Machine. So there's going to be another tab for challenges, gameplay, various exploit areas. Ooh, address an issue because zombies get stuck inside a spawn location. Path incorrect, decoys were used in specific location. So a bunch of fixes. There's a lot of exploits in zombies. Deducted from the die electrobolt while using ether shroud. Trials address an issue that caused to take damage and recover. Trial from granting progress from recovering the bonus health granted by Juggernaut. Address an issue that prevented a specific trial from granting a reward. Address an issue that prevented some weapons from appearing in the cycle animation when using the mystery box. So that kind of sucked for that other challenge. Address a rare issue that could cause the main quest to stop progressing in the decontamination step, which is unfortunate if you're trying to do the Easter egg. Ping addressed an issue that caused incorrect icons to display when pinging certain weapons. Audio addressed an issue that prevents certain voiceover lines. UI fix. Dead Arcade stability. Gameplay judgment event. Onslaught added a season 1 intel for Onslaught, stability fixes. So that pretty much covers a lot of stuff. I'm really surprised we didn't get some weapon tuning, especially since the game needs some weapon tuning in my opinion. I think it's a little imbalanced. Hopefully we get some of those things fine-tuned because obviously the meta weapons are very strong. Particularly the M16 and the AUG are still very powerful and they're likely to receive another nerf. If you're trying to get those gold, I would get those gold before the other nerf comes through. Probably on the 15th. So we'll kind of see how that all plays out. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor, hit that like button if you're brand new, want to find your way back for more Call of Duty content. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.